They're picking their lines right now, and they will be starting in about 30 seconds. One thing of note is that they both actually set up daylight savings time abuse, so what this means is that when they get to sand, they'll be able to plant a seed, and then assuming the timing is correct, the seed will grow when daylight savings time hits on their switch clocks, and they'll automatically be able to collect the moon without the normal 20-minute waiting period. Off. Looks like the bingo card did not get revealed on the stream. Hold on a second. Are off, and I can try to tell you I do know what lines they picked, so I can try to tell you since obviously I can see the card. Hopefully it will be on the stream soon. BP31 picked BLTR, so Dray has to do BLTR, which has answered 8 Sphinx questions, which does force Seaside. 24 moons wooded, 200 total regionals, 2 moons subareas lake, and 15 lost. That is honestly not that difficult of a line. There's only the 200 regionals potentially along goal and the 8 Sphinx questions, but that's about it. Meanwhile, Dray picked row 4, which is what BP will have to do, which definitely looks far worse on paper. 3 barrier moons snow, very long snow goal. 3 moons from Shiny Rocks, which is a Cascade Revisit, and World Peace Wooded, along with some other easy lake goals. So I haven't fully looked at the card yet, obviously, and obviously it's not on stream, so you can't either, but I feel like Dray has the advantage here. I feel like Dray definitely picked a worse line for BP to have to do than BP did. So let's see how that plays out. They're both finishing cap. I believe the board should be showing up on stream pretty soon. Alright, and there's the board. Let me just lines. Yes, they each get to pick one of the lines that the other person is doing, and the other person has to choose 2 others to also do in addition. But yeah, that's basically the gist. They each get to pick one line that the other person has to do. One thing though is that they are both collecting Cascade regionals. There's a 200 total, which was in BLTR that BP picked, as well as a 45 regionals Cascade. Which definitely looks like potential thing that BP might be going for with its row 4, since it also has the 3 barrier moon snow in it, and he already has to do that. Oh, Dray collecting 15 regionals before getting the first moon. Interesting regional routing. Great to demand we brewed fight with his 12 regionals. BP definitely has a pretty good lead so far. So let's look at the rest of the card. So BP has to do row 4. In addition to that, I was thinking that yeah, you'd probably do column 1, since it has just a bunch of fast regional goals, 1 warp painting, really isn't going to be too bad. You can just do Snowdrem for that, which I believe BP knows. And then what would you do as your third line? Probably column 3. You already have a bunch of regionals built into your route, and the rest of the... Well, there is a Lost Revisit, though. Maybe not. Wow, that's actually kind of difficult. Yeah, I'm really not sure what BP could do here with row 4. I thought I may show up here. Okay, well, I thought I made the line show up, but I guess I'll just have to I'll have to remember on my own. BP has to do row 4, and Dray has to do bottom left, top right. Well, with bottom left, top right, you're going to see us getting 200 regionals. What would you do with that? Column 4 could be okay. You do have to do Outfit Door Seaside, but you do have to collect a lot of regionals anyways, and the Outfit Door at least works out nice with your 8 full costume sets, and then potentially you could do column 5, but that would be World Peace Wooded, so maybe not. Actually, no, you just do row 1 if you're doing the 8 full costume sets, because the rest of the goals there are pretty easy. So both of them still collecting Cascade regionals. Dray doing Dino Skip again? I wonder what he's doing this for. Talking to Captain Toad. Is there Oh, there is a 3 Captain Toad moons on the board, so I suppose he is doing that, so probably doing column 4 with BLTR. Meanwhile, BP has his 45 regionals and he's done with Cascade. So BP definitely doing column 1 with row 4. Oh, okay. A little scared for Dray there, having a little bit of trouble on the floating isles here. Just going around getting the rest of his regionals. Wait, is he also doing the 45? I don't really expect that. So I did not expect Dray to be doing 45 Cascade. Does that mean he's doing row 2? Alright, he does mark it, so I guess that means he's doing row 2. Don't really like that decision that much, because 6 moons from music notes, even if you're going to Seaside, some of them are pretty slow. And I don't really see much synergy. I guess he does technically get Captain Toad synergy with Captain Toad Metro and the 3 Captain Toad moons. And he also gets a costume set synergy. Yeah, maybe that row's not that bad, actually. Maybe. Okay, I can respect that decision. So BP is in... Hey Zypher, so I don't know why the lines aren't showing up on stream, but Dray has to do bottom left, top right, and BP has to do row 4. So as far as what to do in sand, probably just collecting a few regionals for the 200 for Dray, maybe buying a costume as well. I honestly thought row 4 looked worse because you have a very long snow goal, a Cascade Revisit, and World Peace Wooded. But neither of them were great. And regardless, this card is still going to be one where it's going to be hard to choose the other two lines. Don't think BP has very much to do in sand at all though, so gonna get a bit of a lead here. He's definitely doing column 1 with row 4, but I'm not sure what his other line is yet. Let's see, did he get any regionals in sand yet? Okay, VP did get... Okay, so he's doing a 200 total then. Well, I can only assume he's doing a column 3 then, because all the other lines also go to Seaside, and he's already doing a very long snow goal. So yeah, that does unfortunately add yet another revisit to his route with the Catch the Rabbit loss, but honestly kind of the only choice with row 4 there. Pretty tough line. Oh, BP doing some nice bullet bill manipulation here. Looks like Dray did buy a costume in sand working towards this 8 total. Dray kind of has a few things to do in sand here. He has, in addition to collecting a few more regionals, he has the music notes, he has the Sphinx questions. Yeah, I think that's it, but that is going to be an interesting route. Ooh, Dray collecting these regionals. He only needs 200 total. I don't think these regionals are really necessary, but maybe just not the most comfortable with getting a lot of regionals in the later kingdoms. I'm kind of misplacing these regionals. I'd assume he's gonna do Sphinx now. Oh, missing one of them. Going back for it. Cappy being very annoying there. Refusing to up throw. And yep, now getting 5 of his 8 Sphinx questions. BP almost done with sand here, so definitely has the lead right now, but gonna be very interesting as we go into the rest of the race. BP does have still some long things to do with 2 revisits and World Peace Wooded, as well as the 3 Barrier Moon Snow. Before, but row 3 actually pretty good for Dray with BLTR and column 4. Unfortunately, it does look like he's doing row 2 instead, but row 3 definitely looks like it works out a lot better, avoiding the 6 moons for music notes. Unfortunately, it does look like Dray is gonna go for that music notes goal. Gonna be decently slow for him. VP gonna do late clip. Does need a few regionals here. Or at least it would be helpful. Oh, messing up the movement. Very unfortunate. You'd be having a lot of trouble with Lake Clip here. That could potentially be pretty costly. BP finally getting Lake Clip. Dray finishing up the Jack C sub area, getting his music note as well as a few more regionals. Wow, VP getting some of these out of bounds regionals. I think he just needs 200 total, so I'm a bit surprised he's getting these. Definitely interesting regional routing by both players so far. Oh wait, the 15 is... Oh, it's 15 is on his route, okay. Well, still, you don't need to get the out of bounds once for 15, so still a bit surprising, but... Did forget that 15 was on his route. Dray finishing up sand here with his last 20% moons, gonna get his second music notes. His cap bounce back. Didn't. Okay, he did. A little scared for him there. Oh, taking a bonk. That is a big time loss, dying right at the end of the sub area. It is a very tough one though, so definitely understandable. Still going for the risky movement. Alright, he did get the one warp penguin with this late clip. That is true. Alright, getting it this time. Very clean that time. That was really fast. And yep, down on... Gotta show off when you can. Fair enough, Zach. So Dray also needs the 2 wins from sub areas as well as the 15 regionals here. He's probably also gonna get Captain Toad for his 3 Captain Toad moons, I'd assume, as well as the music notes. So gonna be a very interesting lake route for Dray. Dray definitely should have done row 3, but I can't really fault him for missing the line since I missed it at first too, so. Ooh, BP showing off some more, doing a nice camera clip. And BP done with Lake. Dray still needs to get his 15 regionals and his music notes and the sub area. But BP still needs to do World Peace Wooded and 2 revisits. As well as the 3 Barrier Moon Snow. Whereas all Dray really needs to worry about after this is just getting 1 more Captain Toad moon, which should be easy, getting a bunch of regionals and costumes, and getting 24 wooded, and that's about it. BP marked 20 regional coins, Lake. I can only assume this is just him marking goals. I don't see him going to Snow and Seaside on this card. So I can only assume that's just him marking extra goals that he did that didn't happen to be on his route. Ooh, Dray also getting some of these out of bounds regionals. Very interesting. getting all the out of bounds regionals. Did not expect that. Oh wait, what did Dray bonk on there? It looks like he kinda just bonked on nothing, but maybe he just was a little too low. Alright, VP doing a nice gate skip. Collecting some fast-wooded regionals makes sense. What is anti-bingo? Anti-bingo is you have to get 3 lines, but your opponent gets to choose one of your lines. So they can choose a really bad line for you. So in this case, BP has to do row 4 and Dray has to do bottom left, top right. Dray collecting these, I guess since he's already in here, those are actually pretty fast. Okay. Then Dray still needs to do one of the sub areas here. Let's see, is he gonna do? Oh, missing that. Going back for it. He could just go directly onto the jump correctly and climb platform instead, but opting to go over here, getting the checkpoints. Wait, what does he need the checkpoint for? He should be done with Lake after the sub area. Alright, Dray playing the sub area a little safer than BP did. Oh, I thought he almost got hit. I thought he was getting hit by the fuzzies there. Very close. Meanwhile, BP already at 3. We're kind of cruising through wooded here. Not gonna lose. Probably not gonna. Although, Torque Drift is pretty slow, so he'll still be kind of slow leaving wooded. And Dray does need the 24 moons. Dray marked the 20. Thought Dray didn't see that line, but possibly he switched lines once he saw it. Oh, that makes sense that Dray got the checkpoint. He's just gonna go into the shop and buy some costumes. Not necessarily the best route, but definitely understandable. BP is heading into deep woods. Wait, what does BP need in deep woods? Oh, he needs the shiny rock. That is right. Okay. Wow, that wood is really annoying. He needs to go to deep woods and get world peace in the same line. Alright, so now that Dray's bought a costume here, he is done. And it looks like he might not be doing column 4 anymore. Might only be getting... Does mean you might only be getting 5 full costume sets instead of 8. Interesting. I'm not sure what lines he's doing. Alright, BP done with his deep woods. Dray needs 24 moons here, and probably gonna collect some regionals, potentially costume as well. You think you'd rather do row 4 than BLTR? Really? I would not agree with that. BLTR works really nicely with column 4 and row 3 on this card. Oh, row 4 already doing a lot of stuff, and honestly, it doesn't really work well because there's only one snow goal to go off of while there's 3 seaside goals. You hate total regional goals? Well, I think BP is doing the 200 total regionals, even though he's doing row 4, and to be honest, there's not really a way to avoid it here. Ooh, Dray answering the Sphinx question. He does still need to answer 2 in Seaside, but just getting one out of the way now, I suppose. BP is... Oh, BP does have 4 unique life up parts in column 3, that is right. Column 5 is alright for Dray, however, I don't... Oh, BP trying to go fast and not hitting all the targets right away, that's pretty unfortunate. Column 5 is decent for Dray, but World Peace Word is still pretty slow, and I'm not sure if you'd want to add it. BP has already bought 3 costumes with regional coins. This makes me wonder if he is still doing the 8 full costume sets or not. I'm not entirely sure on which lines he's doing. Is he just gonna buy the costumes and just get him out of the way now? Let's see, is he gonna mark the 5 full costume sets and 5 hats now? Oh, mounting on that tree, not a big time loss. BP already at Torque Drift, so still has a pretty decent lead. Dray still needs to get 24 moons here. Nothing to do advanced any percent. Yeah, 5 hats and 5 costumes is a 2-for-1. You are indeed correct. For whatever reason, they are not the same type though, so they still can appear in the same row. So Dray is doing some advanced 90% here, which is interesting. He needs 24 moons, so you'd think he might just come up here after beating Spewer. Alright, now he's marking the 5 costume sets and the 5 hats. So yeah, just getting those out of the way early, which is actually going to hurt him a bit because he gets a costume for free by doing Outfit Door Seaside, so he's going to have 6 total by the end. Definitely did not need to get all of those regional coin outfits right away. Regardless though, definitely still a race, not over yet. BP done with Wooded. I wonder if he's going to do the Cascade Revisit now or leave it for later. Doesn't really matter which, to be honest. Nice flower road skip from Dray there. Alright, BP is just going to Cloud, gonna save his revisits for the end. Wait, Dray also has a life apart. Wait, when did Dray get a life apart? Whatever. He skipped the one here, so he's definitely not going for it. BP, I believe, only at 1 life apart. There is enough life aparts to back that up, but he will need to remember to get them in Metro. Alright, Dray, yep, doing this movement. Gonna get the regionals and the moons down here. Does still need 4 more moons after this, though. So, gonna have to go to the top, even though he did advance any percent earlier. Oh, he did not get the regionals. Okay, I was getting some of them, just not as many as I thought he might. Oh, didn't get the 3 right up there. Those were like almost right there, perhaps not really thinking about it, I guess. Whatever, he's been getting enough to get 200 by Seaside. $200 is honestly pretty good on this board. There's a lot of regional goals on it, as well as the costumes. Oh, Dray not warping back to the top yet. She's gonna do Fighter in the Cave. Alright, Dray's doing Fighter in the Cave. Interesting routing choice. BP just collecting some regionals, doing any percent loss with the regionals pretty much. Don't know if he actually, it doesn't really matter if he had the checkpoint, it's not too slow without it. So yeah, now Dray is fighting Spewart and then still needs 3 more moons to complete his 24. One potential option for him actually is to go through the painting from Metro. Don't know if he's actually gonna do that, but it is at least an option. Honestly, there's a lot of lines that work pretty well with BLTR. There's column 4, there's row 3, there's column 5. There's an argument for row 2, and there's an argument for row 1. So definitely a lot of potential options for Dray here. I guess even TLBR too, actually. Wow, there was a lot of options for Dray here. All BP pretty much had to only do 1 route pretty much only had 1 route available to him. That had some pretty slow stuff on it. Dray, gonna get the Goomba Moon. Alright, makes sense. Is he gonna finish by doing the sub area? The charge, but then doesn't have a good moon to finish on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way back up and get like the 8-bit moon or something. Fortunately, he did already get that moon. Definitely did not need to advance to any percent, but these things happen. So I guess he's probably, let's see. Taking an unfortunate bonk there. I guess just going into that sub area and getting the first moon there. Oh, or not. Okay, is he getting the story moon? He's getting this. No, he's not getting the story moon. Getting Spinning Platforms treasure. That is not the moon I would have expected. Wow, Dray just trolling me multiple times with what his last wooded moon would be. Definitely could have routed that a little better. So BP has a pretty good kingdom lead now. Already in Night Metro, Dray has to go through all of Cloud and all of Lost, but BP does have 2 revisits and has a very long snow goal. That being said, I do believe BP is ahead at this point. And it's probably his game, but Dray just still has a shot. Alright, so BP finishing Night Metro, Dray just starting Cloud. It should be about a 6-minute lead in Kingdom progression for BP, I believe. Oh, Dray messing up fast hats. Really unfortunate. Alright, Dray finished, done with Cloud. Loss should pretty much just be similar to BP's, any percent with a few regionals here and there. BP does need 35 regional coins in Metro. BP kind of just doing any percent Metro. He does need Captain Toad here, and he does. Did he get the life up heart in the tower? I legitimately have no idea what life up hearts BP's gotten. I saw him get one in the top of wood. I don't know if he's gotten any others. I might have to go back and review that. BP getting another life apart, whatever number this was. Almost left without it. That would have been kind of rough. Oh, Dray. Oh, able to save it. Wow. Surprised he was still able to get it to crash into the moon after getting hit there. Alright, Dray Procon user. Not able to do the mid-air down throw for those regionals, but that's alright. Oh, missing the cage. It's a bit unfortunate. Alright, BP done with his Metro Regionals, has 35, and getting his Captain Toad. Dray leaving Lost Let's see, what does he have left to do? He has... Yes, that's a lot to do in Seaside, actually. He has Outfit Door, 8 Sphinx questions, and the last music notes. Alright, BP getting that life apart, which may or may not be his 4th. I don't remember if he got... I know he has at least 3, I don't know if he has 4. BP doing the rocket sub area? That's interesting. I guess based on where he is, it might just be the best thing to do now. Dray making his way through Night Metro. Grabbing this checkpoint, probably just in case he needs it later for regionals. Or for Captain Toad. Grabbing those regionals, 35 is not on his... No, 35 is on his route, never mind. Yeah, okay, he also needs that. So, I think I'd say this is probably BP's game now. I don't think the revisits are going to take him long enough for Dray to catch up, unfortunately. Dray definitely has had a good shot, though. Definitely had the better lines picked for BP. BP did mark his 4 unique life up parts. I'm just going to have to trust that he got that he has 4. I only saw him get 3, but I was not paying full attention throughout the run, so... Alright, BP doing his snow visit first. I think it would have been technically a little bit more optimal to end here so you can end on a Story Moon cutscene, but it's fine, you just get the Story Moons first. Still not done with his 200, and don't know how many he needs. Hopefully they go through the regional counts at the end just to make sure they both have 200. Dray is gonna barely clutch out the 2 cycle. Dray or BP just doing a quick vault over to that moon. Alright, BP doing some risky movements over to that Typhoon. Luckily, did not die. VP just has his 2 revisits to Lost and Cascade, and he should be done as long as he has enough life up parts and enough regionals. Okay, just to get the shiny rock. With BP messing up the shiny rock movement, gonna have to take it over to the water. Bit of a time loss. Dray getting his 5th music note here. Wow, BP looks like still gonna get like a 47 or, yeah, 47, which is honestly really good considering the route he had to do. Very surprised. The route looks like it was gonna be slower than that, but BP just shows what BP can do even when he has to do a not so good route. Dray already done with his 35 Metro Regionals, still needs 11 more moons though. What is this? Okay, I guess just having a bit of trouble moving there. Alright, so VP got what might be his last regionals, got his last moon, and assuming he has everything, that's GG for VP. Just collecting some extra regionals just to make sure he's at 200. Definitely respectable given the lead that he has. Just gonna make sure not to lose it to a miscount. He didn't mark his goals yet, which is interesting, but I did stop his timer, so... I am gonna trust that BP got 4 life up parts, even though I only saw him get 3, because I was not paying attention to whether he got, like, the one in the tower, or just any other one. Honestly, good on BP for playing the regional safe, just making sure he has enough, instead of just sitting around waiting for Dray to finish. Alright, now he's gonna mark him. Didn't have enough regionals before, I bet he has enough now. Still hasn't shown his count though, so I do still need to make sure. Wait, what is Dray doing here? Just redoing the movement from the wire after messing it up. I think you just try to climb your way up using other means after that happened, but interesting decision. Alright, BP grabbing... Wait, he already grabbed that. No, he didn't grab that life apart. Alright, well, now I'm certain he has 4, so no need to worry about that either. Yeah, BP just got Tower Heart. Honestly, kudos to BP, knowing that he's ahead and just making sure he's finished, even though he likely already was. You would only click done 100%. Alright, well, regardless, doesn't matter because Dray is not done yet, so honestly, good on you for making sure that you finished everything. Alright, let me see if I can get them in an interview. Wait, let me mark BP as the winner first. See if they're gonna join for an interview or not. Dray is still finishing. Honestly, good on him. If he wants to finish, he's totally allowed to do that. Alright, BP should be here, I think. Actually, wait, maybe he's not yet.
Hello, I think we should... hello, yeah. I'm gonna wait for Dray to pop in con.
Oh, alright, fair enough, fair enough. Dray just needs to buy his outfit to get outfit Dorsey's side, and he should be good. Having some trouble actually getting the regional guy to talk to him. That's kind of funny. Oh, didn't put on the outfit. That's kind of rough because there's not a dresser here. Gonna have to go the Odyssey to do that. Oh, he also still has to get his Sphinx questions. Dray needs one more Sphinx question. BP to show off some more IP skip. Let's go. Alright, Dre is good on regionals. Dre should be here for the interview soon. Alright.
Oh no. I've muted.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright, there we go. So, GG to both of you guys. Definitely both played well. I would say that, Dre, you actually picked a really tricky line for BP.
That was my main thing. Holy god.
Yeah, that line was pretty bad.
That was awful.
I thought it was a pretty funny line.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad one.
That was awful.
Meanwhile, Dre, I feel like you had a lot of options for what you could combine with BLTR. You had row 2, row 3, row 1, column 4, column 5, and TLBR. Honestly, all worked okay with your route.
Yeah, I definitely should have done TLBR. What else? I think I was just moving slow and playing bad.
Yeah, but you were just moving slow. Some of your routing wasn't great. You got some kind of slow regionals, and then like the whole wooded thing.
Wooded was so bad.
Yeah, did not. So yeah, honestly, I feel like the main reason is just some routing troubles in some of the kingdoms mainly.
Yeah, also, I think
you got your 5 costume sets done early, and then you got another one for Outfit Door Seaside.
Yep.
So I thought you were doing column 2 at first instead of row 2, or not column 2, column 4, excuse me. And just
yeah.
Because I saw you get Captain Toad and Cascade as well.
Yeah, I hadn't decided if I wanted to do column 4 yet.
Oh, definitely fair. I think it was probably better than row 2 here, just because of the 6 moons from music notes.
Yeah, the music notes are really bad.
But yeah, definitely both played well.
I was actually really scared the entire time because how much time did I lose to late clip? Probably like 45.
Oh yeah, you did. You lost like a good 30 seconds to late clip, and then I saw you also died in the sub area.
Yeah, that one hurt a lot because that's my favorite sub area in the game.
No.
I haven't died there for the longest time that I can remember. But
that's
yeah, I wasn't even going for the regionals either. I was playing it safe.
Yeah.
Then I played it the safe strat where you do like a ledge grab the first time around, and then I died doing that, and I'm like, I'll just play it the way I normally do, even though I haven't done this room in a while, and then I did that correctly. So you just got to do what you're most comfortable with, I guess.
So
even if it's
another interesting thing: do you know if you actually had 4 life up parts when you marked everything, or if you actually needed the one you went back for?
I knew I got 1 up top in Wooded, I knew I got 1 in City Hall, and I knew I got 1 in SWAT. And I know I opened the one from the treasure can.
So you did.
From the trash can. Then. Well, I know I opened the trash can. I don't remember whether I actually grabbed the life up part, which is why I went back to it.
Yeah, you did grab the life up part. I wasn't paying that during City Hall, and I didn't know if you grabbed that one. So yeah, you did have 4 already.
Okay, then I was done when I marked it. I was getting a bunch. The reason I didn't end in Cascade is because I figured I would get a lot more regional coins in case I was wrong, but I'm fairly certain I had exactly 200. I was counting pretty well.
Yeah, that's fair. Definitely good on you for just making sure you completed all the goals. So, were you considering any other lines instead of BLTR?
There were there are only 3 lines that don't go to Seaside. Like, let's look at this. Row 1, 8 Sphinx questions. Row 2, 6 music notes. Row 3, Outfit Door Seaside. Row 4 was my line. Row 5, I could have done row 5, but I didn't want to do
5, but that wouldn't have been much better.
It wouldn't have had the regional synergy, which I basically had to do. It was basically a choice between 200 regionals and purchase 6 moons, and I'm already getting 110 regionals in my route.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I'll just bite the bullet and get the rest. Because purchasing 6 moons requires, well, it actually would have been terrible if I had to backtrack to Cascade. but it would have been Cascade, probably Sand because I had to get the hint art in Cascade, so I would have had enough coins. Wooded would have been even weirder because I had World Peace and Deep Woods already.
Yeah.
Then I could have gotten Lake, but that's not very fast. Then I
No.
would have gotten Metro as well. Metro actually might have been good for my route anyway. That still leaves one more that I would have had to get in Snow, so that actually would have been too bad. But then there's also 3 Captain Toads, which I guess would have been Cascade. I wouldn't have been getting the one in Metro, so I don't even have that synergy.
Yeah. So yeah. But what I was actually thinking about, were you considering, like, when you were picking Dre's line, were you considering any lines other than BLTR?
Oh, see, I didn't. I've never done anti, and I was like, I didn't realize how good of a strategy it is to look at where the board finishes first. Because I was like, oh, okay, there's probably like a non-snow seaside finish because most boards aren't a lock. But apparently it's a lock, and then there's only one snow goal. I'm like, oh, that would have been a really good thing to look for when choosing his line.
Yeah, you should have definitely looked for that. And that's honestly, even not considering that it's a snow seaside lock and there's only one snow goal, that line is honestly still just pretty bad in general.
Oh no, it's a terrible line. I don't want to even understate that. However, I don't think my line would have been. I think my line was pretty dang bad as well. Like if you look at the seaside finish and the 200 regionals, that's horrendous, and you never want to do that.
I mean, the thing is, the 200 regionals had a lot of synergy here, so it wasn't too bad.
Yes, and my reasoning was, I'm like, there will be synergy with other stuff. This card doesn't look too bad for a seaside finish. Then I failed to realize how devastating it could be.
Yeah, well,
I was surprised at 46.
I'm surprised that you still got a 46 with that route. Mm-hmm. But I mean, just goes to show how good you are at just routing the lines and just moving in bingo in general.
One of my dumber mistakes was I misrouted Sand despite it being any percent Sand's.
Oh.
So I just totally forgot to get the what's it called? Flowing Sands and Lost in the Legend. So I just completely this in my mind, but that doesn't lose that much time. It's like fun.
All right.
Yeah. It was. Oh man, that was an experience. I've never gotten that screwed by an.
If I beat Drew, I gotta play you next round. So, see how that goes.
I look forward to that. Is that normal triple?
I don't think they've decided yet, actually.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling it'll be normal triple. I think we've been alternating. Strange and with normal triple.
Yeah, probably.
Or, well, since it's still in winners, it might not be. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm not sure.
I think the remaining formats are either short blackout, normal blackout, or normal triple.
Yeah. Well, they said they were also considering like alternating between the formats we've done so far, but I don't know if they're doing that or not.
Well, maybe. We'll see. I know those are the ones we haven't done yet, though.
Yeah. Well, I think that's
GG's
about
Dray.
it.
Yeah,
GG's to both of you.
That was fun.
I think that's about it. So be sure to follow the runners. BP definitely streams this game a lot. Does any percent, does bingo, does a lot of other stuff in this game. I don't know if Dray streams a lot, but if you want to follow him, go ahead. I don't know.
Don't follow me. I don't stream.
Oh, apparently don't follow him. Follow me if you want. And thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting. I'm GG to BP, GG to Dray, and I think that's about it. See you all next time. There'll be more bingo this weekend.
Yeah.